So we will be driving from this place. This place is called Maitama. Maitama is a highbrow district in Abuja, the federal capital city of Nigeria. So we'll be leaving Maitama and driving all the way to like a suburb of the city. So we'll be leaving the city center to a place called Guzape. Guzape has like a combination of a highbrow district and a small village as well. So I want you to be able to see what Abuja looks like in the city center. This is a weekday. And this is Ghana Street, which is one of the busiest areas in the city center in Abuja, especially on weekdays, because it houses major offices, parastatals, agencies, and lots more. So we'll be driving from this place and you'll be seeing what the environment looks like, what Abuja looks like on a very good day. This is like a weekday. It's a very busy day, apparently. So, yeah. So this is a very popular roundabout in Maitama. By the right, you would see Transcorp Hilton, and then just around here, you would also find the Nigeria Communications Commission. There's a fuel station also at this point, and so this is like a traffic stopover. And after here, we'll be moving on. These people here are waiting for buses to get them to like the suburb. To satellite towns around Abuja. So like that's a very, very familiar sight. You would be seeing people who go to areas like Karo, Nyanya, Maraba, and the rest of them. You see lots of them at specific junctions waiting for cars and buses to take them. So we're driving through Transcorp Hilton right now. That's Transcorp Hilton. And we're heading towards the Federal Secretariat. So all of these places, this is Transcorp Hilton, this is Shehu Shagari Way. Yeah. So we're heading towards the Federal Secretariat at this point. The building that you can see by my right, that's the Federal Ministry of Justice. The Federal Ministry of Justice, and just around here as well, there's the Federal High Court. So like I said before, this is what this environment looks like on a very good day. Like this is supposed to be a very busy weekday, so you can see like there are lots of cars on the road. And mind you, this is not like closing hour, so it's not like a heavy traffic time, but at the same time you would not necessarily see lots of cars around this area, except for occasions where something goes wrong or there's an activity or an event happening around here. There are basically like less cars on the road around this axis always. Apparently, like all of these places, what you'd be seeing are like government buildings, headquarters of ministries, agencies, parastatals, and lots of them. And you'd also find like hotels as well, because of people who visit Abuja and have businesses and meetings at these places and want to stay very close to the city center and close to these ministry headquarters. So this is the Federal Secretariat in Abuja. It's a very, very huge space. This is the new Federal Secretariat. It houses like several ministries. The Ministry of Health is here. Ministry of Finance is here. Ministry of Tourism is here. Ministry of Petroleum is also here. Like lots of ministries. Ministry of Tourism can also be found in this building. Ministry of Youth and Education is also in this place. So like if you need all the ministries, they're all in this space. This is Eagle Square. This is the Eagle Square where the president, Shell inauguration, and top government events take place. Yeah, that's it. So all of these places are still more of, ministries. These buildings all house the ministries. You'd also find the ministers and all the people that work in those ministries. All of them, this is where they come to, basically. and by the left you drive to the other side, you find the National Assembly, the Aso Rock and the rest of them. So it's just like basically what happens in this axis. This is like top government area. And the building that you can see by my right, that's the Federal Ministry of Women Affairs. It's such a beautiful building. I like the space. And when we go further, this is the police headquarters. This place here, that's the Louis Edet House. It's called Louis Edet House. It's the Nigeria Police Force headquarters. All of these places, this is like police access. And this place now is in Garki. This is area 11. At this point, we're leaving the Garki axis and heading towards Asokoro district. So like on the right, when we drive out, you would see on the right, you'd be seeing Garki axis. On the left, you'd be seeing Asokoro district. All these places where we're heading to is Guzape. Guzape is in the Asokoro district. So you'll be seeing what that space looks like. So we've entered Guzape and we're driving now into the heart of Guzape district. Guzape district is unarguably one of the finest places in the federal capital city. And we're going to see what this environment, the residential areas in this place look like. If you can afford it, I would say that Guzape is a really good place to live in the federal capital city of Nigeria. There are modern houses in these places, and the houses are basically like luxury apartments in these areas as well, from smart homes to automated buildings. And it depends on what your budget can carry, but this is a really cool place for you to get an apartment if you'd want to live in a really cool and cozy environment in Abuja. So this is Guzape. Let's see what it looks like very quickly. So while I showed you the very beautiful side of Guzape, there is a community shortly after Guzape that's just right there. So there's a thing about Abuja that even right where the city centers are, some of these places, you'd find that the villagers always have just their suburb, their area, somewhere not very far from it. These people are really not inside Guzape, but they have a village very close. and they're just there living their lives. So this is like, Guzape is not very far from this place, and we decided to just drive into the space as well to show you the other side of Abuja, not just the luxury anymore, but this is where like the everyday people who cannot afford to live in the highbrow access in Abuja get to live, but they are still not very far from the city center, not very far from where the real things happen. So I decided to show you this. Abuja is not always vibes, and inshallah it's not. Please let me know in the comment section what next you would like to see and know about Abuja, and I'll be very excited to bring it for you. Thank you.